2019 Baja 1000. Out here ready to course mark. Got everything ready to go. Backpack, stakes, cooler, markers, water. Jonathan, what do we got going on for this course?
Well, we got the Baja 1000, and we had a really interesting section, La Rumorosa, but unfortunately there's been a course change. Or fortunately, maybe better for some, but this is how we're going now. So, a little different than the original plan. This is a brand new update. So we'll do our best to walk you through the course marking and what we do. There's about 5 of us doing leapfrogs, so show you what we got.
Race mile 60 here at the 2019 Baja 1000 coming through Europan. This is basically the same thing we just finished at the last race, the 400. We're just doing it backwards. That'll get us over to the coast.
Race mile 60.
Race mile 60, 61, going through a section called Europan. We did this recently, so it's probably going to be torn up, but lots of good stuff.
This over here, and at the bottom inside those trees, you got a tight left 3. And 2014, there was a really nice pile up. Then you come up to this, and I remember sitting in this line for a while, trying to find some roads around it. Good time.
61, 62, where we were just showing you where it gets tight.
No big deal, but people can have mechanical problems or anything else.
Race mile 60 something, some of those sandy little whoops. Go left.
All right, race mile 60 or so. We're coming up to a nice little section. Won't be bad because you're going downhill. When they're bad is when you're going uphill, but when you're going downhill, they're not usually a problem. Look behind us. See what that looks like. Real hard to drive through that. We actually have a little wind right now, and you can see how it lingers. It's like baby powder in the air, but that's with wind. And imagine if you're driving behind someone.
Running in is a 2019 Can-Am Maverick equipped with Baja kit suspension, upper and lower control arms, all 4130 chromoly boxed, a 4130 cage, carbon fiber full body kit with windshield, opening doors, and in this case we have a Brenthel roof rack. Rear cage, stock Can-Am cooler, Baja kits trailing arms.
Past race mile 70, some big rain ruts. The track is pretty much all the way to the right, but if you get a little off course, prior years guys have fallen in those. Some good holes. Race mile 70 approximately, where you end up on the highway and you go by a killer little spot called Alcambro. There you go.
Why did we stop early for lunch today, Jordan?
Oh, no reason.
No?
Aside from a glowing belt on the highway. But other than that, no reason.
What do we got going on? Little Hawaiian sweet rolls.
Hawaiian sweet rolls. Cheddar. We got some honey roasted turkey. That's in the cooler back there.
Parked under a little shade. We rolled it off the highway here.
Got a little dilemma. Jordan, what happened here? Well, you see, the belt blew. Yeah, that's a problem, but it's easy fix, right? It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal when you have the correct tool. What were we missing? Well, first we were missing lunch, so we made some sandwiches.
That was delicious, by the way. Thank you for doing that.
Totally. Made the sandwiches while Jonathan pulled the cover off.
But then Jordan came up with a solution that we didn't have the tool on what to do next.
And then Jonathan actually did it. I just kind of sat here and tapped the hammer.
Teamwork. Makes dream work.
Belt on, no tool. So, just so you know, under Can-Am belt replacement, it's super simple. It's like 3 minutes. You take off one bolt and you get the splines in there. Yeah. So what you want to do is take off that bolt right there, pull that side off,
put it on the primary side first, and after that, squeeze it on, get the splines on. It's like 3.5 minute job. Everybody's complaining about this stuff. It's so simple. We did call our friend Mark Burnett to verify. He did verify that we could do it that way. We need to make sure. All right, what was that, Jordan? What were you saying about me?
I was saying Jonathan just kind of thought he was gonna get a nice little nap.
I was ready for a nap. I thought we didn't have the tool. And Jordan was like, we could do this. I'm like, I don't know if we can. He was right. I think one of the big issues was high likelihood. The amount of airflow. So what we did here is we created this little air pocket in the back of the clutch and the belt area so that it could breathe better.
We did a CFD analysis on that.
Yeah, we did a little CFD.
On the iPhone while we were driving here, and
that's the best location for it.
Yep. Okay.
So everyone go ahead and add that. We're gonna sell that on our Baja Kits site. That's www.bajakits.com. We'll have that airflow analysis.
Yeah, the special hole saw.
About race mile 75, we are at in a speed zone, going through a little town called Santa Tomas, right there. Unfortunately, we are not going to be taking the race course down to the beach section, so we're going to skip where it turns off here for about the next 80 miles. This is where the highway turns back onto the race course, Santa Tomas. Bye-bye. Yeah, we had a little setback.
So this is kind of new. We got stopped on the highway for cars to go the other way. They got vendors selling popcorn, chicle. No, gracias.
No? We had about a 40-minute wait for traffic to go the other way. And this is now the highway. We're on the highway section.
Oh.
We're at race mile 135, back on course. Pretty close to the beach over here.
What it looks like on a map.
Getting pretty close to 140. Got a danger on the left-hand side, a nice ditch. You would not want to try and pass right here in someone's dust. You'll end up in that cool little ditch. Mile 140. Dirt's a little soft around here. Pretty wide open, as you can see. A little bit of livestock. Always watch out for the mama cows. They can get a little heated. My favorite parts about Baja is how diverse the terrain is. You go from super rocky mountain stuff to big plains, open fields. We're pretty close to the ocean, just a few miles that way right now. So we're at race mile just about 147 right now, and we stopped to show you the dust. So that's from a Can-Am, and we've been here for a minute or two. And imagine a Can-Am. Figure that with 50 trophy trucks and being behind it and how insane the dust is. It's going back like a mile or two. So just to try to give a little bit of an example of what it ends up looking like after a bunch of trophy trucks go through it and it dusts. Dusk and nighttime is definitely the worst time to see dust. Pretty intense. We're at race mile 150, Cuatro Casas, just by the beach section. Not much to see in the night. What time is it, Jonathan? Where are we?
it's dinner time. That's what time it is. And at dinner time, we're at Lunchables now. You know, we had the delicious little ham Hawaiian sandwiches, turkey actually, and now we're going with the Lunchables.
What meat did you get?
Turkey.
Turkey.
I don't really call it meat. I don't know if it's considered meat. 2 double stuffed Oreos, where we think about tacos the entire time. Now we're gonna get back to a delicious taco stand so we can have some good ones.
Doesn't look like it's gonna happen today, maybe tomorrow night. Or tomorrow.
Are they gonna be closed when we get there?
Probably, yes.
It's terrible. You kind of made me upset.
It's dark. There's the sun over there. Race mile 150. Good little silt bed here. It's always been here, pretty normal. Not too terrible to get through, but if you're not familiar with it, a lot of guys get stuck in it. All set for the night, Vicente Guerrero. Not everybody's back yet. Race mile 195. Go under this bridge here and head out. Good morning. We are on day 2 of course marking, and we'll be going from 195 to about 400, ending up in San Felipe today. Anything exciting about the day, Jordan?
Most exciting part is it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a very long day. Probably one of the longest we've actually ever tried to mark, maybe.
Okay.
So, yeah, got an early start, earlier than normal, being out here on the course.
Race mile, I don't know, 195, 197. Just past BCP 67, you make a right 3. And this area will absolutely be a silt bed. Pretty wide, lots of lanes, lots of options, but it'll definitely be a silt bed here. I was a few hundred feet early, I knew it was coming.
We're on a pretty deep line right now on the whole thing.
Yeah, even this one to the right. Race mile 195.67 past BCP 67. Race mile 200 or so, just different terrain. See down to the coast down there. Race mile 210. Just before this was really fast, flowy, fun. Turned into a little bit of rocky hill climbs. Still pretty quick section and all though. First dilemma of day 2. I've sheared off a stock bolt from our upper link. Out here. How confident are you in our current solution?
First off, I would call it a solution.
Oh, okay.
Call it a fix. Call it a little band-aid. Yeah.
Baja fix.
Baja fix.
Oh, we pulled the tie rod out and zip tied it to the lower, and the wheel looks pretty straight right now. Oh wait, no, it doesn't.
It will when we drive forward.
We just got to get 20 miles like this. Race mile 225, went through a few ranches, coming through this cool little palm tree area, and we drop into Arroyo Santo Domingo wash. Gets a little tricky in the wash, sandy, lots of spots you turn back and forth. No radius rod in the middle and the back. Found a nice little shop over here to hopefully fix this thing. Get her all fixed. Get back course marking. We'll see. Little shop to work on that. I got everything you need around here. Tube bender.
Hello?
Hello.
You come from Ventana yesterday in the afternoon?
car is being fixed. Jonathan, what are we doing right now?
Well, we got the car over at the welding shop that Jordan so nicely found on the side of the road. Hopefully fix a tire rod, and we're gonna grab some tacos. Enjoy ourselves at lunch.
We're in Vicente Guerrero. Got some delicious looking tacos here. Ready for lunch?
See.
Ready to go? We're gonna head out. Race mile 255. Quite a bit of silt in this area. 256, 257. There's a pretty big silt hill at the 500 going up it, but we're going down it this time. Should still be fun, right, Jordan?
Think it'll be fine? Might be a few other silt hills coming the other way that we just came from.
Mile 260. Just went through quite a bit of silt from 255 to 260. Lots of patches of it, some hills, a bunch of flat, lots of silt. And up on race mile 280, coming up the backside of Mike's. Rocky section's been pretty slow for the last 10 miles or so. Come down to the up and over this, and it's a lot more fun. Past that 280, into some trees. Getting up to 290 actually, getting pretty close to it. Really rocky, really slow, mountain stuff, just going down the mountain. Race mile 290. We got one of our first water crossings. Towards Mike's. How fast are you gonna go through that on race day, Jordan? In those sweet goggles.
85.
85. That's really fast in this area. Wow.
You gotta keep it moving.
You got Mike's on your left, and once you come out of like Las Truchas area, you do not go right to go through the water crossing. You go left to go back into more Mike's. Just after race mile 300, you're going through some seriously mountain roads, and there's a Lincoln Navigator. That has been there since the last race and the last pre-run. So if anyone wants themselves a Lincoln Navigator with, you see any accessories, Jordan?
Oh, it's got TVs in the headrest. It's pretty dialed. I mean, I see leather interior, nice wheels. What are those, 22s?
Things, it's baller.
If you can get that out of here, I would say you earn that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they already claimed insurance, or maybe they didn't claim insurance. They might have been doing something else up here. I'm not sure what exactly. Leave that up to you. Okay. All right, race mile 305 or so, just past Simpson's Ranch, and we've got a little water crossing. Got some good ruts in it. mile 305. It's almost time for dinner. So maybe we can choose to hit them. Then we get hamburgers.
I'll take steak.
Steak?
Course marking starting in San Felipe. We'll be cutting a little off early. We've got testing to do with clients and their trucks getting ready for the Baja 1000. We're gonna go from around race mile 400 to a race mile 600 today. Good morning from San Felipe. This is our last day of course marking. We're gonna go from about race mile 400 to about race mile 600. We've got to cut out a little early because we've got testing with clients in Johnson Valley back in California tomorrow. So we'll be doing 200 miles of race course and then jamming home.
Jordan, apparently we captured a fuzzy little friend last night.
Casualty.
Sometimes during pre-running we had a casualty. Huh. Well, should we name him?
I don't think so.
No?
I think we should just
Let him rest in peace?
let him rest in peace.
Big Bird or like nothing? Just
Little bird, maybe.
Little Bird. Okay. Well, good night, Little Bird. Doing a great job, Jordan. You had a cockroach? Would you rather have one of these?
You guys want
But you
breakfast?
guys didn't get one.
Day 3, race mile 470. We don't have any of the Matomi wash stuff on the video. It was late at night and everything else. So today we're going to do about 475 to 675. And then we head out of here. We cut it a little early, so show you what we can.
475, San Felipe and a wash. Lots of lines to kind of straighten them out down here and do homework.
San Felipe, little wash. Super cool features to go through. Had a lot of whoops behind us. Not too big, kind of small to medium size. These are really small, but lots of whoops. Race mile 550 in San Felipe. Going through a bunch of washes, and you go through this cool little canyon. Always imagine we're going through this stuff at 10 miles an hour, but obviously we're racing. These are between speeds of, I don't know, 30 to 60, depending on the sections. Even the tight, windy stuff. Wide open, fast, kind of smaller whoops, heading towards La Ventana. Zero, been in the sand for a while. Pretty fun, really wide open section. On a lake bed for a few miles. Yeah! Yeah! I mean, we're going too slow. Super slow. Moving on the lake bed again. Race mile 600, just got off the lake bed. And usually there's a couple little silty sections in here. Only in Mexico. They're taking the race course.
fast.
Race mile 635, and we have a lot of choya. Jonathan, you have any experience with these?
I do. A few years ago, I ran straight through about a 6-foot tall one, and it engulfed me entirely. Actually, so much so that, don't listen to race organizations, I took off my race suit and finished the rest of the 500 naked with a t-shirt and boxers. No bullshit.
Watch out for those choya.
Snickers. I recall you talking to this tiny little morsel over here. Mile 640. We are heading up the sand hill over here. Still not sure how we're going to get across that mountain range. 645, headed right towards the mountain range. What do you think, Jordan? It's going to be easy to get over? Difficult? Go right through a little pass in between them?
I really don't know where we're going. I know we're not doing the summit. It's north of the summit, but I don't know what trail that is. So we're going to go find out.
This section, race mile 645, is super fast, and it gets really tight with a lot of choya cactuses. Some of them are hanging into the trail. Guaranteed a few guys getting nailed with these. Mile 665. Went into a rancher's area. Really rocky. Looks like we're gonna start the ascent up a hillside, try and get over this mountain range. Looks like it was freshly bladed. Basically like a freeway. But showing a lot of it because I haven't been over here before. That's pretty neat. A little bit more after almost 670 right here, but lots of rock. Mile 670 down in a canyon here, going over the mountain. Really cool little area. Not exactly a fast section. Did you say it's fast, Jordan?
No. I think it'll be challenging, and coming into this at night, I think it'll be
fun.
Yeah, it'll be a twist on the race.
I like it. Race mile 671. Baja is challenging. It's supposed to be challenging. That's why it's tougher than some of the other stateside racing. Going around a couple of wrecked trucks like that on the right, then swinging over here to the left to make sure in the middle of the night you don't fall into that nice crevice. So make sure to do homework. It's important pre-run.
We're a little lost. Just found a little roadblock, but I'd call it more of a road hole. Any other way to describe that, Jonathan?
I would say it's completely impassable. I think they talked about fixing it.
Let's see here. Let me flip this around and show you.
I don't even know how to turn around.
You're backing down because we cannot get across the huge washout hole on this trail. It's hard to see how steep it is, but it's pretty rocky and very steep. Well, that was fun backing down that. Jonathan, do you enjoy backing down steep things like that?
No, I do not.
Is that your favorite?
No, it was extremely nerve-wracking, and we were kind of screaming at each other for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. It's all good though. We're down, we're solid.
I feel way better now.
Jonathan's stoked. Now we just got to find a way back out of here until they fill that hole in. Until next time.
Race mile 671.5, and it's been like an hour and a half. Not really, but it's pretty gnarly. It's a challenging hill. It'll be a lot of fun to get through it, and you'll be extremely happy when you're done with this part of the race course. But it's Baja, and it's challenging. This is what we do.
We're about race mile 672 right now. Still marking. Can-Am made it up this gnarly trail. And earlier today, it's a pretty cool view. We started out over there, came across here, all the way over there, back around that mountain to the base of this one and up. That was, how long has that been, Jonathan? How many miles? 100 and...
Almost 200.
200?
We're getting still like 150 right now.
Yeah, probably 150 miles.
Kind of cool that we were in the desert earlier today, like nothing but sand and hot, and now we're up high enough where just about the pine trees.
Pine trees, look at that. So yeah, been a long day. This part is probably the most challenging so far. It's also new, we have not seen it, and don't believe anyone has racing score. So it'll be challenging for sure. Tight fit. You definitely hit the truck, but truck is stuck. That was snug. You had a little room on the on my side for sure. That will be tight for a trophy truck, so I think we're gonna have to yank that thing out of the way. So that is one of, how many trucks have we seen?
12.
It's like there's like a dozen vehicles like this, older trucks that were trying to come through here, got stuck, and they just left them. Pretty tight trail.
676 or so. We got another good rain rut coming down the mountain. This is the most challenging section I have ever seen in Baja. It makes the summit look like a cakewalk. It makes Mike's look like nothing. It's gnarly. It's gonna be super fun. I'm excited that Score put this one in here. It's gonna be challenging, and it's time to put your big boy pants on. Come have some fun. Baja 1000. Race mile 680 has been really fun coming down the mountain. It's a really nice road. It's tight and twisty, but it's still fun, especially after the challenging technical section. It's fun to do something quicker. Race mile 685. Again, still really fun coming down the trail. Lots of trees in here. We just finished up our course marking, and we are here at Tacos El Poblano. Thoughts? They're delicious. Unreal. Course is going to be challenging, fun. Yeah, we're tired. 3 days. Long days. Baja 1000.